But right now, are you in the process of selling or buying a home, but you think you need some help? Delighted to have Carol McClintock with FC Tucker, MD Realtors. She's here at 812-433-3456, 1-800-959-1440. Carol, always great to see you. Despite the extreme heat, people still looking for homes, aren't they?
They are. Now, I will say, the last couple of days, they have mostly stayed inside. I don't know if you were out 4th of July. It was like Christmas. There wasn't anyone on the streets. So, but we picked up, and of course, this weekend the weather's going to be better. So
now, speaking whether it's 85, what it's going to be today, or 95 as it was yesterday, there's some tips that you, as a realtor, say, hey, this will make your home even more appealing.
Right.
Such as?
Exactly. So it's a perfect timing for this, as you said, Mike. We do want to try to save energy because we want our energy bills to be lower. Plus, it helps in our environment. So the first thing we try to tell people is think in evenings instead of running an oven. They always tell you run a microwave instead of an oven, but just pick up something light. That is cold, have those great rotisserie chickens from every grocery store in town, and then put something with it. Take advantage of the warm, dry weather by actually drying your clothes outside, not using that dryer. That uses so much, and it makes the house so hot.
And speaking of outside, solar-powered exterior lighting, that's really becoming more in vogue, isn't it?
Exactly. And you know what's easy is the lights outside along the exterior sidewalk. Those are very easy to do, but that's something that people really might want to think about pricing, for their home so that they can save energy and, again, help the environment.
Also, when you're out, we use a lot of water. The grass, the plants, the flowers, they're all thirsty. Try to organize or minimize the use of water.
Right, exactly. And you have to be very careful because it actually, when it's very hot, what a lot of people do not know is that the foundation, if you have a basement, the foundation, sometimes the ground can actually shrink and pull away. So you don't want to overwater because it's not good for your plants. It's also not good for your foundation. But on the other hand, you don't want to ignore it completely. So we've had some rain showers with some of this heat.
In addition to planting trees, providing shade, also ceiling fans. What's your take? They cool you, but not the house, right?
Right, exactly. So ceiling fans are a very good idea, and we kind of skipped over trees. I can't tell you how much they can help cool off a house and a neighborhood. And here's something I say about trees, and of course I'm an old parks person, you know that about me, Mike, is a good tree in every yard should be planted, and I'm talking about plant a big tree. Let's plant a maple or an oak or something that's going to grow up and provide shade for the whole neighborhood.
Talking to Carol McClintock, she would love to talk to you. Got an idea or a question about buying, selling your home? Call these numbers right now. You're watching Ask the Expert. Our lines are open and we're coming right back. Carol McClintock with FC Tucker, MD Realtors, taking your calls. The numbers are on your screen. Give us a call. In the meantime, sunrooms, very popular.
Yeah.
But most sunrooms, the blinds are closed during the day, and for a good reason. Why?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the difference is unbelievable. Lloyd and I shut every blind in our condo all day because then it really helps conserve the energy. The air conditioning doesn't have to run and fight all day for that sun coming in those windows. So if you're not going to be in a room, close it off, close the curtains, close the blinds.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, for the pools, if you have a pool, you say run pool sweepers only when they're dirty, right? A lot of times they just run them.
Yeah, they just run them all the time. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. It's that same stuff, when you walk out of a closet, turn off the light. When you walk out of a room, turn off the light. It's pretty simple. So don't use it.
And unplug the phone charger, things of that nature, right?
Exactly.
The computers.
Yeah.
Something too, you never think of this, switch your dishwasher drying cycle to aid dry or energy saving mode.
Yeah.
That helps, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And I didn't think about doing that this morning, but now that I've done this show today with you, I will think about that. So, there's lots of good ways that we can help, and it helps us with our bills. So when we present our bills to potential buyers, they're not as high. And certainly it helps the environment. And, that's always a good thing to do.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Okay, now some some tips for looking at homes at this time of year? Even though it's a little warm, best times of the day. Even weekends are great, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot. I mean, most realtors work on the weekend, and we're used to doing that. And of course, evenings. And a lot of times that's when it's best for people to look anyway, because they're not at work. So because it's daylight so
Sure.
late, you can go, when it's not quite so hot. Also mornings, and I think that sellers are appreciative of the opportunity to show that.
A lot of choices in 2018 here in the Tri-State.
Absolutely. Still, what's selling like crazy is really anything under $250,000. We have seen some activity in that area of 250 plus. There have been some larger homes that have sold. I think people are now, the focus will turn to school, but there are still buyers out there. So it's important for sellers to have their homes ready to go and looking good for those buyers.
And for more good tips, whether you're buying or selling a home or doing both, you know where you could find Carol McClintock. Just go to 14news.com on our Ask the Expert page. Have a great weekend. Carol,
Thank
as
you.
always, thanks for your expertise.
Thanks.
When we come back, 4 lovely young girls.